What is going on, everyone? The Houston Texans had a top 15 offense in the NFL last season, and with the recent moves they have done on the offensive side of the ball, with our franchise quarterback CJ Stroud now being in year two, with our offensive line finally, hopefully, healthy, I could confidently say that the Houston Texans are going to have one of, if not the best offensive unit in the NFL next season. Ladies and gentlemen, I just created a Discord. If you want to be a part of it, let me know in the comments down below. It is only 2 days young, 30 people deep. So whenever anything Houston Texans breaking news happen, I will be the first one to let you know. And you guys all know that the Discord is going to get some special perks. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been or is the most exciting time it has ever been being a Houston Texans fanatic. With that being said, welcome everyone. My name is Ruben Calvillo. I drop daily Houston Texans content, so make sure you guys are following me on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. And this episode was brought to you by my friends at Underdog Fantasy. Download the app, use my promo code 713HOU for a first-time bonus deposit up to $100. And ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for watching today's episode. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let me know in the comments down below your thoughts and expectations for this Houston Texan offense. One of the reasons why I am excited about this unit, the offensive coaching staff. Bobby Slowick returning as OC. Gerard Johnson returning as quarterback coach for CJ Stroud. Both of these men had interviews. Bobby Slowick to be a head coach, Gerard Johnson to be an OC, and the Houston Texans opened up the checkbook, gave both of them a bonus. I'm pretty sure Bobby Slowick is getting paid like a head coach and Gerard Johnson being paid like an OC. But I love this because, like I just mentioned in the intro, the Houston Texans had a top 15 offense in the NFL, and that was without a running game, and that was with injuries all across the board. I am praying, I am knocking on wood. I do not expect last year's injury woes to happen this season. I mean, maybe there are some injuries, but not to the extent of your entire offensive line not playing one single game together. I love Bobby Slowick. I love Gerard Johnson. And that was a huge plus. That started off your free agency, was getting those two back. Now let's talk about the offensive line, because I received so many comments on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. We need to invest into the offensive line. No, we don't. We did that the previous 2 years, 3-4 years. Multiple first rounders for Lermy Tunsil. He's became a Pro Bowler for you, one of the best left tackles in the NFL. At the left guard spot, that to me, I'll say, okay, you can have some competition there. You don't know what the hell you're going to have with Kenyon Green as he in his year 3, and he should be competing with Jared Patterson. At the center spot, you traded up for Juice Scruggs. At the right guard spot, you traded for veteran Shaq Mason from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, then gave him a 3-year extension in the offseason. You also gave Lermy Tunsil a 3-year extension. Your right tackle, Titus Howard. Look, say what you want about him. He is a right tackle. He got hurt playing guard. He needs to be at right tackle. When he is there, he's one of the best in the NFL. There is a reason why he got that 3-year contract. The Houston Texans have invested into this offensive line enough, and I don't think they will the rest of free agency. I mean, they already made a move, but that was a depth move, and then they brought back Charlie Heck today. You won't see any major moves for the O-line this free agency period or the NFL draft. Our offensive line coach, Chris Strausser, from what we heard from John McClain, this was his first year in this system. He is going to get better. This offensive line will get better. So I do not think that we need to invest into the offensive line heavily at all this free agency and draft period. You just need these guys healthy. The addition of Joe Mixon. I mean, you finally have a game-changing running back. Last season, I'm going to say this every time I bring up the running game for the Houston Texans. It was disappointing. It was garbage. We thought it was going to be Dameon Pierce, but it was Devin Singletary who had to play hero ball. The Houston Texans only had 3 100-yard performances all last season, and they were all victories. Now you are adding in a Pro Bowl running back in Joe Mixon. I could only imagine the type of production we see from this Houston Texan offense. That's why you gave Joe Mixon that 3-year extension yesterday, because he's one of them dudes. Only 27 years old, been in the playoffs, been in the Super Bowl. A lot of experience there for this young Houston Texan offense to learn from. You are going to see Joe Mixon have big plays. You are going to see Joe Mixon take over games, and you're going to say, wow. One of the most underrated running backs in the NFL, like AD said on our live yesterday. When you talk about the Bengals, Joe Mixon is the 4th person or 5th person you talk about. He's going to have a 1,000-yard season here in H-Town, and I have no doubt he is going to be a Pro Bowler. You brought back Dalton Schultz. You gave him a 3-year deal. Now, he built up a great connection with C.J. Stroud before the season, from what we heard from Dalton Schultz, right? They were working together in the offseason. They kept that up the entire year. And at the end of the season, Dalton Schultz was the 2nd option for C.J. Stroud in this Houston Texan offense. Now, the only knock on Dalton Schultz that you could really say is, well, he's not a good blocking tight end. He's willing, though. And I hope that gets better. But this is one of the best pass catching tight ends in the NFL. And now you are having another year too with him and C.J. Stroud. The best is yet to come for Dalton Schultz. The best is yet to come for Nico Collins, for Tank Dell. When you have a quarterback like Coleridge Bernard Stroud IV, you are going to see the best season you have ever seen, because he is that damn special. You saw what he did this year. A rookie quarterback, a top 15 offense in the playoffs. Multiple come from behind game victories. C.J. Stroud is like that. And he is the outlier in all this. You get Pro Bowl play from C.J. Stroud this year, this is going to be one of the best offensive units in the NFL. And Nick Caserio's not done. He isn't. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let me know your thoughts and expectations for this Houston Texan offense. For more content, you guys know what to do. Come back and follow me for more. Go Houston. Have a very blessed day.